Right guys, welcome back to Wilderness Adventures UK. Leon and myself, Leon's behind the camera at the moment, have come out for a bit of an impromptu camp, and I've brought some items from a company called Varusteleka. Varusteleka is a Finnish company that deal in army surplus and some other items that they make, not in-house, but they make and they distribute themselves. So in this episode I'm going to be showing off one of the items, one of the 3 items that they sent me through just to show you guys. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at I'm just going to look at my notes because I've had to write everything down. Right, this is the Särmä large assault pack. It's available in 3 colours, black, the green and the coyote brown, or the desert tan, or whatever you want to call it, the brownie colour. You all know which colour that is, of which the brown one's just a little bit cheaper. This one and the black one are £36.79 in real UK money. And as I say, the brown one I think is about a tenner less, don't quote me on that. The link for this bag obviously will be in the description below, so if you need to go and have a look at this bag, get technical specs, sizes, all that sort of stuff, you can go directly to their website and check all that out. It's not a proper review, this is just me describing what they've sent me, what basically I'll be using it for, and potentially what you can strap to it and fit in it just for an overnight pack, or a get home bag, or even a vehicle bug out bag really. If you had to bug out just for a couple of days, I think this bag would be more than suitable. Right guys, so we'll bring you in a little bit and I'll show you the contents of what I've got in. Now you will have to excuse me a little bit. I've just thrown, we were out yesterday basically, so I've just thrown basic stuff in it just to show the capacity of the bag. So in actual fact the contents of this bag wouldn't be the contents that I'd take out in a camp or a bug out situation or even a get home bag, but it's just to give you guys a general idea of the capacity and what you can fit in it. Right, so we start with the outside of the bag. I've got my cup attached to the outside. Obviously if you're making a beverage or making a brew or just having a drink of water, you've got your little cup. It doesn't have to be a wooden cup, it could be any cup you wanted. On the bottom of the bag I have got one of my wool blankets, so I'll quickly undo the snaps. Excuse the fumbling, it's going to be a little bit of a fumbly video this one, but that's my wool blanket. It's a full size, huge, lovely thing that I use around the house and I like bringing out with me from time to time. So there's my wool blanket. So already I've got something to drink out of and I've got something to cover myself with if I get cold. All the snaps are absolutely spot on. It's got plenty of molly around it, as you can probably see. It's got tie down straps and compression straps everywhere. The actual straps that go over your shoulders are nicely padded. They're not like a full-blown Bergen, but let's face it, you're not going to be putting weight into a 35 litre bag that you would in a 90 or a 100 litre Bergen, so they don't need to be massively padded. So yeah, all very, very good. It's got a sternum strap on it and it's got a waist strap, so straps wise absolutely perfect. Let's go into the main compartment. The main compartment opens up here. I'll show you briefly what I've got in it. I've got a pot to boil some water, make water safe, or in my case just boil some water to make a brew. So I've got 2 litres of water there. Other water is available, you don't have to buy this brand. You can actually carry a filter which would save all that bulk and all that weight. I've actually got my trangier in there, so I've got a way to cook, a way to boil water and everything else. In that trangier bag I have got the methylated spirit, I've got the burner, and I've got all the pots that come with the trangier. I've got my fire kit. Now you wouldn't usually have a huge fire kit like that, it's just obviously I make videos so I like to cover all bases and carry quite a big fire kit. In there I've got cotton wool balls, I've got fat wood, I've got wax wood, I've even got some fire lighters, I've also got some army issue matches. What else have I got in there? Let me think. Army issue matches, I've got a lighter, I've got my ferro rod, I think I've even got a Wessex blade in there, just a little small Wessex blades for striking. Just in case I ever just pick this up and I don't have a knife on me, I've covered that base. So that's what's in there. I've got an army issue basher, so obviously shelter, warmth, purifying water, a little bit of waxwood, and I've got some extra layers in there. My layers are just underlayers. They're thermal underlayers. So if it was, I mean it's summertime at the moment, but if it did get really cold, you've got some way of keeping warm. That's basically the contents of the inside of the bag. In here you've got like a bit that goes on the back for a water bladder, and you've also got a little mesh bit that I've actually got a sign in at the moment that I wouldn't normally carry, so it's not really important. But yeah, you've got a little mesh bit in the front for keeping other things. So there's a few storage options in the actual main pocket of the bag. Right, coming up to the front of the bag, you've obviously got your Velcro, so you can put all your morale patches and stuff on this top pouch. In this top pouch, I've got another item that we'll be taking a look at shortly. I've got some coffees to make, and I've also got bin bags. Now bin bags, a lot of people don't show in their bags, but bin bags are essential. I mean, if you can't dig a hole to go to the toilet, bin bags are ideal because you can strap them up on a tree and you can go in a bin bag. Also, you're rubbish for leaving no trace. You can strap these to the outside of your bag, tie it to the outside of your bag. I mean, these are foil packets so they don't burn so well. Right, we've emptied that pocket. Again, in that pocket there's a little bit of a mesh thing for keeping maybe your wallet or your keys or something. But that pocket is now empty. I did say, I didn't mention before, I have actually got one of Varusteleka's knives on the side of this bag that I will have to get off in a second because I've tied that on really, really well. But I'll faff with that off camera in a second and show you that in another video. But that is attached, so I have got an item to find wood, prepare firewood, strike my ferro rod, etc, etc. Hello Finnegan. Right, in the final pocket I have got a couple of MREs. I think I've got a breakfast one and a couple of lunch ones there, well out of date as always. I've got my battery pack. Other battery packs are available, but this I use for charging my head torch that's just over in my tent at the moment. But the head torch would have fit in this pocket, there was plenty of room in this pocket. So I've got a couple of ports on there for charging, and I've also got stuff for keeping yourself clean, let's put it that way. Pooping, yes, pooping, and washing your hands and such. But yeah, that's the large assault pack from Varusteleka, guys. Really, really well made, really good. As I say, it's not a review because I've only got it. This, in fact, is the first time it's ever left the house. So, you know, I might use it for 2 weeks and it starts splitting and stuff. I doubt it will because it feels very, very good. Made out of Cordura, or however you pronounce it. There it is. I'll give you a quick 360. Nicely padded on the back, molly webbing all over it, on the sides, on the front. Next time you see this pack, I will be using it for, yeah, just coming into the woods, maybe cooking some dinner, maybe a single overnight out. I'll bring this next time, just pack it full of stuff that I'm actually going to use. And I'll strap a couple of molly patches to the front and to the sides, just to give it about 40, maybe 45 litres of storage capacity. I think that will be perfect. So guys, that's the large assault pack from Varusteleka. Again, all links in the description below. If you do like the look of it, yeah, go and get it. I'm not affiliated or sponsored or anything like that with Varusteleka. They were just kind enough to send me a few items to use and display on the channel. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that quick short video. We'll see you very soon with some more items. You all take care.